Okay. Civilian Conservation Corps. It was President Franklin D. Roosevelt's answer to people starving to death during the Great Depression. Put them to work. Clean up the woods, plant trees, build trails, phone lines, roads, bridges, buildings, and fight fire. These are some of the tools. It also had a companion organization called the WPA. The WPA was called the WPA, Works Project Agency. WPA. Okay, they were for the same thing as CCCs did, only in the cities. Building streets, sewers, water systems, everything like that. But we're looking now at CCC stuff. Everything in here is CCCs. There's the end of a crosscut saw. A roofing hatchet. What do you suppose this is? It's the measuring stick for a gas tank on a bulldozer. You know, where the gas tank is sitting up there on the cowl. You just drop that in there, you can tell how many gallons of gas you got. Bracing bits. What do you suppose this is? One hell of a heavy blowtorch. That's what that is. It's for melting the solder into to seal each section of a sewer pipe. A lead sewer pipe, it had solder in the joints. You stick it in a campfire for a while until it got red hot. What do you suppose this is? It's a dog to hold two logs together. When you're stacking logs on a building, you could drive this in and hold them in place until you got the next one on. Well, at least what this is. This is a tool to sharpen a crosscut saw. Now, every crosscut saw has got rakers that go opposite ways. There's 4 cutting teeth, and those are opposite direction. Every other one's opposite. And to sharpen that saw, you would put this tool over the rakers. The rakers are fitting here, and you set that in there, and you hit that with a hammer, and then it puts a setback in each tooth. That'd be something, you know, there used to be a TV show that, what is that? When you go to a mountaintop and you see this, what is it?
It's a benchmark. A
benchmark to tell a survey team what they're homing in on. And they'll sometimes have elevations and sometimes they'll have, but this is how they're inserted. They take a star drill and drill a hole in a rock, and then they have a cement that they pour in there, and then this goes in, and you're not going to pull that out when it hardens. Block planes. Every kind of carpenter tool you can imagine. The CCC's had its own license plates, and there was one for the Department of the Interior, one for the Department of Agriculture, and one for the War Department. And they were on the front of trucks and the back of the trucks, of course, and then in the front of the trucks they also had these that said this driver required to drive carefully. I got a call from the Idaho Department of Lands one day over in Coeur d'Alene at their main fire warehouse, and they said, we just got a big truckload of sleeping bags in. and I want to know if I would like to come over and pick out a couple and put in our museum. Well, I sure did, so I went over there, and these are kapok. They were World War I sleeping bags, and kapok is nothing but reprocessed cotton and wool, shredded from old blankets and stuff. Well, anyway, they're heavy, they're cold, and they're still better than sleeping on a rock. So I've slept in several of them. Well, this one that I found in the stash says State of Idaho Department of Forestry. Yeah, this one that we found in that truckload was State of Idaho Department of Forestry. Well, there hasn't been a State of Idaho Department of Forestry for almost ever. It's become the Idaho Department of Lands way back when. So that was a good one to collect. One that had a good Forest Service shield on it. Look what we found. It's a palm tree.
Oh, how funny.
It's not the fir tree shield. So I did some research, and there's a national forest in Puerto Rico. And near as I can assume, this probably either came from Puerto Rico, or it possibly could have come from South Carolina, where the state flag has that emblem on it. So anyway, these are some of the collectibles we found in a truckload of sleeping bags, about 1,000 sleeping bags.